Good afternoon, everybody. It is Saturday. Uh, it is May 11th, the day before Mother's Day. We're going to try this. We're going to try this recording again. It has not been going well. Last week, the microphones died. The week before, they fell off. Um, the week before, I don't know. One thing I'm not good at, apparently. Although I was a film major in school, I'm not good at recording on the phone. But we're going to do some inspections today. Last week, I put in, try and get where you can see them. Last week, I put in 7 queens from Cutix Queens. Checked one of them this morning. It was kind of odd. Um, I put it in last Friday afternoon, and all 3 attendants were dead. I'm assuming they starved to death, and the candy was not eaten out and the queen was alive. So I'm assuming, my assumption is that they were used to the queen's pheromone, um, and at least they were feeding her all week. So I released her. Didn't look like they were balling her up or too aggressive to get to her as she walked down in between the frames. So we'll see. But I got a couple of things. So over here, I've got 2 nukes. I guess they're nukes. I don't know what you. They're 10 frames, 10 frame splits that I took, put new queens in last week. And they're on top of a double screen board. I'm not going to move them today, but I've got a couple pallets that I'm going to move them to probably tonight, just to get them uh, to where they're on their own base. But I don't want to move them when all the foragers are out, because they're still pretty small. And they got new queens last week, so we'll see how the new queens are doing. See if I can find some eggs. Um, I've pretty much left them alone. Um, I did check one last week, and the queen was out, but I didn't disrupt the hive to look for it. So we're just going to see. We're going to see where we. I'm prepared to. I am prepared to spin out some deep frames if I need to, just to get some space. Um, as you can see, I'm running single deeps, but I'm having to manage a lot of space, and I'm hoping that in a few of these hives that were really, that appeared like they were getting honey bound, that as I put more space on top, that they moved some of that honey and nectar around to give her space to lay. I don't have a lot of queen excluders on right now, so we'll see if I need to put some queen excluders on. I will. Um, so we'll just kind of see. I appreciate you guys joining and watching, and we'll see what we end up with today. See if I can get this microphone stuff working. All right, so this is hive number 1. This is I put a new super on it 2 weeks ago. I think so. I do a first fruits harvest every year. Well, I started last year as I was having struggles um, with beekeeping. I started a first fruits harvest. So I saw a video of a guy who he had 2 lemon trees. The first lemon tree, he just harvested normally, treated it normally. His second lemon tree, he treated it kind of like the Bible talks about in Leviticus. So he planted it He didn't harvest it for the first 3 years, and then so he just let it all fall to the ground. And then on the third year, he harvested it, and he took the first harvest, and he actually put it in the church offering plate, I guess. And there's a video. If this works out, I'll put a link to the video in the description, because it's kind of a cool video. It's a news story that some company was doing, and he after that after that third year on his harvest, he was getting lemons the size of softballs, and the other tree still had normal size lemons. Last year, the 6 pints I had went to the pastors of the churches that we attend, or pastors that I have a good friend that pastors some men's groups that I'm a part of and used to lead. And there's some really nice fully drawn frames on here too. And so my family didn't need any of the honey. And, part of it is having faith that God will provide. So we did that, and we will continue to do that every year. I will tell you, I have struggled with bees, and that does not seem to be. I don't know that I'm doing it right. I'm sitting here, I'm watching a couple of bees that are completely covered in honey. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but I'm sure it's something I'm doing. Anyway, so this top box, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames that are fully drawn. I got about 4 to 6 sides that are fully capped. I think what I'll do, I'm going to move this frame into the middle. I do not have a queen up here in this box. And there is no brood. Well, that's a heavy box. All right, put this box on a couple weeks ago. They are propalizing and putting a lot of bridge comb in here. All right. Trying to get a cadence down, I think. I've heard that bees do better with the same person every week, that they recognize who that person is. And so I don't know that they recognize our face behind our veils, but I don't know. I think they probably would recognize consistency. So I'm trying. So this box here, lots of bees, lots of drones still. Haven't seen any brood yet. Not seeing any capped honey. They are, and I've said, I hate you guys miss it every week when my microphone fails. I feel like I'm just repeating myself. But the goal this year is to draw comb, and I'd love to get some honey, draw comb, and do like others that I see on YouTube and that I know that are successful, do like they do. So that's what I'm trying to do. This hive was one of my nukes. All right, that's all that. I don't think I'm gonna find much else in there. And they're building all the way across. So I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to checkerboard anything. They're nice and calm. I am going to check. This is probably the hive I'm most concerned about, having some space. This received a new queen on 5/2. I kind of looked through here last week, and I did not see her. If I can find her today, well, and even if I don't find her today, that's as deep as I'll go with this box. What I will do is come back after dark probably tonight and back after dark tonight and take this box off of the double screen board and move it to a migratory pallet. I don't know if you can hear that, but we have several hawks around here and they are sweating the crows lately with who all have babies. All right. Much higher, and I'm going to have to get a stool. So I am looking for brood and eggs. Or a queen. There's a lot of honey on that frame. I see larvae. That's amazing news. Yeah, and she is filling them all up. Okay, so I'm going to leave this the way it is. Well, and I'll let them go. I bought the first hive I went into is a queen that I bought from a place in Pickens, South Carolina, and I believe that it's a Cutex queen out of South Carolina, which is where I'm at, and they oh, okay, well that's not going back in there. The hive beetle larva, I'll leave that for the chickens. Anyway, that queen has just, I mean, just done amazing, and that hive has just exploded. It started as a split, and I had to split it a second time. So, all right, this one received a new queen on 5/2 as well. It's another 8 frame that I bought. And checking, yeah, there is. There's a larva in here too. I'd put some pollen patties in for them. I've seen a whole bunch of hive beetles out here, but I'm not careful. I think I'm getting ready to. All right, queen is no longer in her cage. So let's see if we can find any eggs and larvae. Boy, these guys are just calm as can be. I don't know if you can see that there, but I mean, they're almost slow motion. Looks like the bottoms of the cells are polished, but all right. There's some eggs. There's some royal jelly. Okay, there we go. I heard that 8-frame hives, 8-frame boxes explode fast like 5-frame boxes. I don't know, we'll see. Never used 8-frame equipment before. Didn't want to use it this year. I'm trying to, watch Nathan with, I think it's Nathan Coleman out at Duck River Honey. And that guy is so smart. And he always talks about wanting to have as little equipment as possible and as little variation of equipment as possible. So I'm trying to take a page out of his book, and but this has been an expensive year, and I'm trying to convince my wife that beekeeping is not a charitable organization. So found some equipment that I could get a hold of pretty inexpensively, and so I took it. Last inspection of the day. So I've received a new queen on 5-2. This one needs to come off and go on a pallet as well. This was a split off of one of the nukes that I bought, and they just exploded. So I had to split them. I just, at the time, I wasn't sure whether or not I should I wasn't sure if I should split or just add supers. I was on I was watching Reindeer's Bees and Castle Hives, and I asked them after I did it because I expected that I was going to have continue to see growth. And they both said, you know what, just keep building. Just keep building. Ah, there she is. Okay, so I have a queen here. I don't see any eggs, but I do see a queen. So I'm going to let her go. Well, so I went to my yard at my in-laws, or at my sister-in-law's house and her husband, where he's helping me keep 4 hives while learning and doing a great job. Anyway, we got 4 hives there. One of those received a new queen. I only have 1 hive here where I don't see a queen or any eggs or brood, and I'll give that a chance. But 6 out of 7, that makes me feel better. I, I put these, I left these hives, I split them and left them queenless for 4 or 5 days. I know some people recommend 7, 6 or 7. Killed all, I cut down all the queen cups and things like that. And then left them for another several hours before I put the queen cage in. And it looks like I have pretty good acceptance. We'll see how that last one shakes out. I'm hoping to do a first fruits harvest this week with, it looks like I'll probably get 7-8 frames, which that's good. If not, I may leave it for another week. I ordered a hive butler. I don't have an uncapping tank, and to be honest, at 61 years old, you watch these videos where people build them and they look amazing, but they never show you how they work. I see lots of videos from Mike Berry and other people about how much they like their hive butlers. So I bought one. I've got an electric extractor, 9 frame this year. So we'll see. The first fruits harvest, although there's a true purpose in it, it'll be a great test run for the equipment that we've purchased and things like that. So we'll wait and see how that goes. All in all, I'm very pleased. They didn't add any supers here. I did add 1 or 2 supers, I think, in and put queen excluders on in Pelzer at that yard. I'm happy. I mean, just remember this is me stumbling through beekeeping. It seems to be going pretty well this year. Better than it has in the past. So I do welcome any comments. I do appreciate y'all watching the videos, and if you've got videos out there, I'm probably watching you, and I'm excited to see your new videos when they come out. So thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful Mother's Day tomorrow to all the moms out there, and thanks again for watching.